I'm gonna have to make this voiceover at the Waffle House in Tuscaloosa, but it looks like the waiters and the waitresses are in the back, and the dude in the corner looks drunker and Cooter Brown, so I think we'll be okay. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys some of the warm-ups here. Didn't get them all. Luckily, Amanda Walker showed up and was able to film a lot of the warm-ups and all the attempts here. So you can see we had Jeremy Hornstra lifting. As you can see here, weighing at 237. We had James Strickland lifting, weighing at 266. Robert Wilkerson lifted. And Robert Wilkerson, I'll say this about him, he didn't have the day he wanted. He's moved, he's changed jobs, and he hasn't really been able to train lately, but he thought, you know, the meet's going to be in town, so just show up and do it, get some platform experience, and set some goals for next year, and kind of be the gateway to a great off-season. I know he wasn't happy with his performance, but I totally respect the cojones for showing up, and I think he's going to have a great off-season, and there's a lot of potential there, especially by how well his warm-ups will work on getting him tighter with the big weights. And I think his best day has not even been close to coming yet, so let's make sure we watch him and mark my words, and the words of Frank Sinatra, the best is yet to come. So we got Jeremy here with 545. Okay, let me tell you also a little story about this applies to James, Julius, and Jeremy, because Robert Wilkerson lives in the area, so he wasn't staying here. But last night, these guys had to overcome some adversity. So at midnight, the fire alarm went off. I guess somebody was smoking cigarettes or something, and there was an evacuation. You can even, I'm not making this up, go on Facebook Live. James was, or Instagram Live was talking on there. And people were evacuated for an hour from midnight to 1 p.m. You know, I just brought up my laptop, did some work, had updated some stuff for clients, did a couple business deals on there. You know, if you know, you can whine about being locked out of your room, or you can serve some people and make some dead presidents in the process. And I chose option B. Okay, there's Julius right there with an easy 585. The meet was in Tuscaloosa. I want to give a great shout out to the APA of Alabama. Beth and Dusty Smith did a fantastic job, and the meet was at the Bear Bryant Convention Center. So here's Robert Wilkerson starting out with 567, and did this pretty smoothly. Not the best he's ever looked, but you know, for all he's been through, I'll definitely take it. So I'm very proud of him for showing up. James Strickland at 611 here. This dude was focused and intense. Well, I saw him in the warm-up room. We hear stories about the old, you know, samurais in Japan that would sit under ice-cold waterfalls and meditate for hours. He had that look in his eye. He was in the zone, complete mindfulness and dialed in. So a lot of times we'll talk about what the zone is, and all these guys were in the zone. So what's the zone mean exactly? It's basically surrendering to your subconscious, or I shouldn't say subconscious, to your habitual mind. So the way you do it is you program, do everything right, and when we show up meet day, you've done everything right, so you can just get into that place and then just let it go. And it's like an outside, it's almost like a force takes over and within you. Julius's 633 was not as good as we'd liked right there, because he hit a little low, just got out of the groove. And here's James Strickland with 639. He's in the 275-pound weight class. So his PR in this weight class officially is 611. So this is a 28-pound PR right here. He did 633 once in the 308-pound weight class. Got it pretty easily right there. No doubt in that lift. Awesome stuff, James. Now we have Big Julius right here, 661. He was totally dialed in, okay? Watch this. Hits the perfect spot, explodes up. You know, I always tell these guys, I got this from Bill Kazmaier. They think of themselves as like their arms are like hydraulic filled springs. When they come down, those springs load and explode, and that's how we think of our arms. I got that from Kaz in a phone conversation about 12 years ago. I don't know if he remembers it, but it was like a life-changing impact with bench press there. Jeremy here at 667. This breaks his own all-time world record of 663, and got it right there. Boom. Okay. And his opener was a little shaky for him, but I think I was a little too rough on the liftoff, to be honest with you. That's why he came back and got that. Robert, you know, foot slipped right there a little bit. Good try with 600. And here's James with 661. That's 300 kilos right there. That's a huge number in bench pressing right there. At any weight class, if you weigh 561, a 661 raw is huge. And let's watch him right here. Comes down. Good pause, and absolutely no doubt on it. A lot left in the tank right there. Awesome lift, James. And Jeremy goes up to 672 right here, and we're going to see the lift up close right here. At first I was a little hesitant to let him go for this, but he was convinced, and you know, comes right here, and boom, 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 and we couldn't hear the rack call when he locked it out right there, and then finally I heard it rack. That's why I didn't jump in there and help rack it a little sooner. And that's a new time all world record, weighing at 237. So here's Julius attempting 683, and you know, sometimes I'm super excited in this. Like, I can tell you right now, just sitting here, it's almost like I feel like I worked out. Like, I feel like my chest is pumped up and my triceps are pumped out. I'm so engaged in this process, and I have to not let the emotions take over and actually lift off. You know, well, and I should have told Julius to scoot forward on the bench, but I was not focused on there, and I'll take responsibility for that. And here's James with an attempt at 677 for an all-time world record. And let's see what he's got right here. So close, and grabbed it.